Watch a man come face to face with danger on a quiet afternoon in South Africa and escape a kidnapping attempt in an unbelievable way. As he walks down the street, completely unaware of the threat, a nearby security guard hears the commotion and steps in. Having just interrupted a kidnapping and unable to tell who was a victim or a suspect, the guard orders the man to lie down and wait for the police to arrive. The parked black vehicle was being watched by professional criminals, and the situation quickly turned dangerous. The driver stepped out, unaware he was being monitored, while the attackers clearly knew what they were after, possibly after seeing him withdraw cash or through a tip-off from inside the bank. They moved with a plan, smashed the window, grabbed the bag, and escaped in their getaway car. Fortunately, the owner was not harmed. The next video, filmed on a cell phone in Durban, South Africa, shows 4 men moving purposefully in a specific direction, as if they had already identified their target. Incidents like this have increased sharply in recent years. Criminals often choose crowded areas, where drivers have little to no chance of escaping, carrying out robberies in broad daylight. More shocking than the crime itself is the reaction of the crowd. People simply watch, a silence that shows how normalized this kind of violence has become. Scenes like this are a reminder that staying alert is not a choice, but a necessity, even in places that appear safe. The footage shows a young girl moving with unsettling focus, as if she's on a mission. Beside her stands a woman old enough to be her mother. Together, they fix their attention on an elderly woman's handbag. Everything happens in seconds. A quick, silent move, and the cell phone is gone, without anyone even realizing what happened. The most heartbreaking part isn't the theft itself, but the fact that children are being taught to steal at such a young age. In the middle of the day, during the ordinary bustle of a restaurant in South Africa, everything suddenly changes. A group of armed men storms inside and within moments takes control of the space. They spread out, force customers into silence, and begin collecting cash and valuables. Amid the chaos, a woman quietly hides her handbag out of sight, a small detail that suggests scenes like this are not unfamiliar here. The robbers move calmly and without urgency, as if they've done this many times before. Fortunately, the robbery ends without anyone being physically harmed. This security officer suddenly found himself face to face with an armed gang. The moment that unfolded looked more like a scene from an action movie than reality. Footage from multiple angles captures his bravery. A man standing his ground, confronting the threat head-on. A confrontation the criminals are sure to remember for a long time. Thanks to the quick and courageous actions of this officer from Blue Security in Durban, South Africa, the incident ended without a single injury. His courage is reminiscent of Leo Prince Lau, the man famously known for standing up to armed robbers. On the left side of the screen, 2 camera angles reveal the story. A white car speeds past the vehicle driven by Leo Prince Lau, later using its position to block the cash transport truck. From the rear camera, a black car approaches at high speed, and just seconds later, gunfire erupts. The armed robbery of the cash truck has officially begun. The white car had already blocked the road, and its occupants stepped out carrying assault rifles. Leo narrowly avoids being hit by one of the attackers just inches from a deadly collision. Gunfire erupts from every direction, but the armored vehicle holds firm, and miraculously, no one is injured.